Hi everyone! Today I have prepared for you life hacks with eggs. I know this is one of your favorite topics. Did you know that you don't need to be gentle while breaking an egg? Here's an easy trick. Just throw it into a bowl and pull the shell out. The yolk remains intact and there won't be any shell pieces left in the bowl. Let me show you. I can do it 10 times in a row and the result is always the same. And this is how I cook fried eggs without dirty dishes. What do you do when you need to chop a large number of hard-boiled eggs? I take a potato masher and chop all the eggs in 5 seconds. These chopped eggs can make a fantastic egg salad, but without salad. All you need to do is add some mustard, mayonnaise and a pinch of salt. Do you know the secret of perfect fried eggs? You don't necessarily need oil or butter to make them. You just need ordinary water. Add it to a frying pan, wait for it to boil, and then add the eggs. Cover with lid and wait for 3 minutes. Ever thought of making jam with egg yolks and hot sauce? Sounds wild, right? But it's super easy. All you need are some yolks and your favorite hot sauce. Let's go through the process. First off, crack a bunch of eggs into a bowl. Then, channel your inner chef and separate those yolks using your hand. Drop them into a container. Next up, the hot sauce. You can use any hot sauce. In my case, it's hot barbecue sauce. Drench those yolks until they're swimming in spicy goodness. Then, leave them in the fridge for a week. When you're done, they will be firm but have a jam-like consistency. They taste fantastic on toast and are perfect addition to sandwiches. You can either keep them whole or mash them in the jar. Either way, the flavor is still amazing. Do you want to see the most amazing way to boil eggs? Voila! By the way, I saw an incredible trick in TikTok with cutting eggs. I will try to reproduce it. Put an egg on its bottom on a cutting board, put a knife on it and pull towards yourself. See how easy it is. The white is cut and the yolk remains intact. This can be repeated over and over again, and the result is incredible every time. Let's try one legendary grandma's hack. To boil eggs without cracks, just add some matches with sulfur. And guess what? It works! And now let me show you a straightforward way to poach an egg using a strainer. If you only have cracked eggs left, there is a great way to steam them. All you need is a simple strainer. And now an incredibly crazy life hack. Watch me peel an egg with a spoon. To easily separate the yolk from the white, you can use a cooling rack. Simply pour the egg onto the rack and watch as the yolk stays on top, while the white flows down. This method is perfect for when you need to separate multiple eggs at once. You can make a great sauce for pasta or rice from the yolks. To do this, you need to take a container, add soy sauce and Japanese rice wine, which is also known as mirin. Put the yolk there and leave them in the fridge for 6 hours. Look, this is how they turned out, quite hard and glossy. Now you can add these yolks to rice or to pasta and just stir it up. This is an extraordinary sauce. I highly recommend it. From the remaining yolks, I will make egg yolk batarga. I mix together 2 parts salt and 1 part sugar. And spread half of the mixture in the container. Then I make 6 indentations in the salt, add an egg yolk to each, and cover with the rest of the mixture. Seal the container and put it in the fridge for 4 days. The next step is to carefully take out the yolks and rinse them in water. The last stage is drying. This can be done in the oven at the lowest setting, with the oven door slightly ajar. It should be done for about 4 hours. You can use these yolks for pastas, salads, toast, or everything else according to your preference. They taste a bit like parmesan. As for the whites, I will make chocolate-swirled meringue cookies. I'm using a mixer to beat the egg whites with sugar and vinegar until it forms stiff peaks. Next, I put portions of cookies on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and add chocolate with nuts. Cook these cookies at a low temperature for 4 hours. The next recipe is a unique twist on an Italian classic, Frico eggs, but with hard-boiled eggs instead. First, hard-boil some eggs. To ensure easy peeling, immerse them in cold water, then slice them in half. Heat a non-stick skillet over medium heat. Oils and butters aren't necessary, as we'll be using grated parmesan as the base, which will melt and serve the purpose. Sprinkle the grated parmesan evenly in the skillet, creating a circle slightly larger than the hard-boiled egg. Once the cheese becomes lightly melted, place the hard-boiled egg in the center of the cheese circle. Cover with a lid and cook for approximately 3 to 4 minutes. The result? A delectable treat with a crunchy, cheesy exterior and a hearty, hard-boiled center. To make boiled eggs easier to peel, simply add a few lemon slices to the water. Works like a charm. But if you want to make egg yolk noodles, here's a simple recipe to guide you. Start by cracking an egg. Using a clean syringe, gently extract the yolk, ensuring no whites are taken. With a pan of water boiling, carefully introduce the yolk. Let it boil for 1 to 2 minutes, and voila! Your rich and creamy egg yolk noodles are ready to enjoy. If you need boiled eggs, I've got a super trick to make peeling them a cinch. Just put the boiled egg in a glass and add a little water. Give the glass a good shake and the shell will come off very easily. Ever struggled with peeling hard-boiled eggs? To easily peel multiple ones, place them in a container filled halfway with water. Secure the lid and give it a good shake. The shells will come off effortlessly. An ordinary egg slicer can be used for more than just slicing eggs. You can use it to separate the yolk from the white. Did you know that you can boil eggs without boiling them? All you need to do is pour boiling water over the eggs, tightly cover the container with plastic wrap and leave it for 20 minutes. Here's the result I got. You can also use a regular cup to cook poached eggs without adding vinegar or creating a whirlpool. Here's how it's done. Ever dreamt of a twist on traditional eggs? Dive in as I unveil the magic of jelly-filled eggs. To achieve this, you'll need to delicately crack an egg, extracting both the white and the yolk, leaving the shell intact and unbroken. To sanitize and clean the shells, immerse them in warm water mixed with baking soda for 15 minutes. Afterwards, gently pat the shells dry using a towel. Now fill the shells with your preferred jelly and refrigerate until set. Now I'll show you how to transform an ordinary egg into a heart-shaped dish decoration. Here's how to do it. First, hard-boil the eggs you'll need and then peel them. Next, prepare a makeshift mold using a juice or milk carton. Trim the edges and shape the carton like mine. Then place the eggs in it. Next, I position a sushi stick over the eggs, and finally, I use the rubber bands to secure everything together. Put the setup with the eggs into the fridge for 3 hours, and you're all set. I'm sure you've all seen how to use garlic to separate the yolk from the white. Here's a more interesting way, using bread. If you touch with your hand the sticky inside of the bread, this will add a bit of grip to your fingers, so you can carefully lift the yolk and separate it. To serve hard-boiled eggs beautifully, you just need a pan spring. It's time to share the coolest life hack. You can use clear tape to peel a boiled egg very easily. If you want to create an incredible dessert, try this simple but impressive technique. Wrap a cold egg in plastic wrap, dip it in melted chocolate, then submerge it in ice water and freeze it. Once it's frozen, remove the plastic wrap and add some decorative touches to make it look extra special. Give it a try and amaze your guests. Now we are going to transform your breakfast with crispy fried egg yolks. To do this, spread breadcrumbs onto a plate and create several indentations for the yolks. Sprinkle a pinch of spices into each indentation. Next, separate the yolks from the whites. I'll be using a soda bottle for this. Place the yolks into the indentations, sprinkle with more spices and cover with breadcrumbs. Heat the fryer and fry one yolk at a time for about 30 seconds until golden brown. This makes a wonderful addition to your toast.